Did you know? It took me way more effort than it really should have to get this game to show up on the correct monitor, but I have done it. I'm not going to be playing off monitor today, which would have been very fitting for how this experience is going to be, because I have not touched Starcraft 1 since I played Nekron's map last year. Hi, I'm PieScythe, and welcome to Mapocalypse 2026. This is, as you can most likely infer, UEDAIP Beyond 07 by Nekron. The new threat forces Zeratul to make a tough decision. Yesterday, we got absolutely clobbered, and we saw victory screen anyway. Today, there will be no such mercy. My objective is to secure at least 2 warp gates. Zeratul must survive, and a secured warp gate needs to have no enemies nearby and at least 2 friendly buildings nearby. And I see there is no full briefing aside from that. And I did get told this is kind of a work in progress map, so let's have a look at what's going on in here. Just look things over before we actually play properly. So we've got some very clear signs that Nekron is pulling absolutely no punches today. We've got an orange base with a Mutalisk. Looks normal to me. I do appreciate the frame cooldown, of course. We've got a sunken colony, which can't be bothered to display its weapon. We've got a Nidus Canal, which that seems like it might spawn units at me. I'm not sure how Nidus Canals work in UEDAIP. And we've got red down here. We've got a normal-looking Ultralisk. We've got a bunch of unpowered buildings around the map. We've got a warp gate here. We've got a warp gate here, which is an interesting spot since there's really no enemies here. We just need to be here. But knowing Nekron, I assume any warp gate I actually place buildings next to is going to get swarmed, because the AI he writes is smart and can do stuff like that. So one gate is here. One gate is here, and we are already under attack by Hydralisks. We have a Zeratul. Zeratul has Shadow Mending, can use void energies to mend the tissues and platings of nearby warriors. Okay, so these units that are near Zeratul are regenerating. We've got Mutalisks. Do I have anything for this? That is a very quick timing attack. Is there a game timer in this game that I forgot to turn on? Yes, there is. Okay, so there are 3 Mutalisks at the 1 minute and 30-second mark. We've got these Revenants, which look like they're cloaked. They've got Revenant Steel, 45 single-target explosive damage when attacking in melee. They regenerate 8 shields when they use Neutron Discharge. And what is Neutron Discharge? Oh, it's the melee attack. And they also have this ranged attack that fires a, blast of explosive projectiles. And we've got both Protoss and Zerg. That's not a good sign. We've got multiple Ultralisks at the 2 minute and 30-second mark. I start with 2 Dark Archons for some godforsaken reason, with no spells, mind me. Let's test out the melee on these. Wow, Overlords sure exist and make cloaking very hard. So are these 3 separate projectiles that all do separate damage instances? Because if so, that's real good. Okay, anyway, we're trying to locate the gates. Here, this looks like it sucks. It looks like it's in the middle of an orange base. So these 2 seem like the easier ones. Are any of the other things around the map gates? No, these are buildings. Can I get these buildings if I power them? Let's test that. As long as this runs shot anyway, let's learn as much as we can.
Your orders, Templar.
And for the first time, I hotkey something. I suspect my survival may in fact Okay, so on the way here, we get ambushed by a whole bunch of burrowed nonsense. I'm going to take a shot in the dark here and say that pylon's not finishing, unless the Zerg are completely incompetent. It is the 3-minute and 46-second mark, and there's a lurker inbound on my base. This pylon is not going to finish, so I'm not going to learn anything about that. I have no combat units remaining, so I definitely need to be producing stuff very, very fast. And also, like, actually defensively microing. It is the 4-minute and 11-second mark. There are 3 lurkers and a bunch more zerglings. Okay.
I do this for ire.
Let's learn about the Starcraft 1 lurker. Zeratul can kill them cleanly. Cool. And Zeratul does regenerate health. What in the blue hell is this? Tar Greys. And they have explosive projectiles. Nekron, what have you done? What is this? Is this supposed to be here? They are hostile to the Zerg. These guys and the Zerg, not friends.
We are under attack.
What have I just witnessed? It is the 5-minute mark. I am dead because I didn't play the game mostly. But I will say, as my general commentary on this matter... Oh wow, there's even more of these guys? A Tar Sky Demon? Nekron, what are you cooking? Is this serious? I'm so confused. I'm also not dead somehow. Why am I not dead? I have no buildings.
So be it. It will be done.
So now we've got a big pile of Zerglings going places. I have 1 probe. So let's try to win from this position. Let's build a
You
nexus.
address me.
So the Tars seem to have lost their fight. We've got a Hunter Killer. I seem to remember these guys, like, rapidly regenerate, but I can't learn anything about them because they vanished into the darkness. Okay. My Nexus is going places. Let's just learn as much as we can before we reset this.
Your orders, Templar. Your orders, Templar. So be it. We are under attack.
Okay, there's my last building and my last probe. All I have is a Zeratul.
I do this for
And I must note, it never said Zeratul had to survive. The enemy also doesn't seem to care that he exists. So this is a Tar Sky Demon. It has a 33 damage Bioscythe, and it looks insane.
address me.
Is it supposed to look like that, or is it ensnared?
It will be done. I do this for ire.
It was ensnared. That thing looks wild.
Will be done. So be it. I do this for ire. It will be
Okay,
done.
let's find out if
So
it
be
can burrow. Okay,
It
we've
will be
learned.
done.
We've learned that Hunter Killers
So be
can
it.
burrow.
Entaro adu.
Amazing.
I do this for
And I
ire.
guess this must be what ensnared.
Templar. So
The Zerg are
be it.
moving,
It will
but
be
they
done.
seem to be missing an
Entaro
observer.
adu.
That is a lot of stuff. There's the Overlord.
Your
I wonder if we can
orders,
find out where the Tar are
Templar.
coming from. So we've got some of this down here. What is that? That is a Tar Ordu. It has polyorganic skin. It's small. It has an explosive fetus. This is a Tar Atrel. It has range 10 concussive attack, polyorganic skin. Is this the new Panzer? We've got a Zerg spawn sire. I don't even know where to start on that.
You address me. I do this for ire.
This group seems strong. So, are these supposed to be, like, annoying, or are they supposed to slowly wipe out the Zerg? That's a big question on my mind right now, because it kind of dictates a significant chunk of strategy for this map. Okay, so the spawn sire looks like it makes broodlings. While it's burrowed, so it's kind of like a swarm host, but like the Starcraft 1 edition of a swarm host. Okay, I'm going to test something else. Does the map end if I lose Zeratul? Zeratul's remains were analyzed by the Tar High Council. Okay, so my lost condition is Zeratul. In fact, my only lost condition is Zeratul. That is fascinating and very concerning. And I guess it does provide some insight into what the Tar are. APM 49. Okay, question. What did I do to generate that much APM? I was playing at like 6 APM there. All memes, no actions. And we killed 44 units. I assume those were all Zerglings. And the Jormungand brood are listed as being the Tar. And they got 92 of their guys killed, which makes sense. Their units did not seem particularly stronger than anyone else's units. So, now that I've come to this conclusion, I will make my assessment of the strategy I need to engage in for this map. My assessment is I need to play the video game, number one. I need to just pick 2 gates and see if I can, like, probably drop and hold them. And also, all of this is going to fail. Oh dear God. I'm going to take a short breather and then do a more real attempt. Okay, so let's start with the basics. To do well on one of these maps, we need to play a good opening. The first step of an opening is to have workers that are mining. This drone is nowhere near the minerals. Let's get the drone near the minerals. Let's train some probes. Let's have a look at our nexus. Our nexus appears to be normal. That is good. I like normal things. Now, second, we need some kind of plan to deal with the air attack, because that was very awkward last time. We have a creep colony. We cannot do anything with it because we don't have a spawning pool, and we can't build a cannon here because we can't put a power field here. So what do? We put mobile units here because anything else requires technology. Second problem, we are going to get rushed by lurkers very soon. Lurkers turn invisible. We need detection in more places. The fastest way for a Protoss to get detection is a photon cannon. So let's build a pylon. Let's build a photon cannon here. And let's build an additional photon cannon over here. Our group's engaging the Hydralisks. Let's actually engage with Zeratul this time, because Zeratul can kill Hydras very efficiently. Now, let's build a spawning pool so we can potentially make Zerg, since that seems to be part of the intent. Revenants, actually shoot the Mutalisks, please. Let's start mining up here. Let's get involved with Zeratul. Does this work on Zerg? It does not specify, so I have to assume yes. So let's deal with this using the Revenants, since the Mutas are struggling to engage with them. Now, this is where I was going to say we need to go for an observatory, but we actually don't. We have overlords. But to get overlord speed, we need the spawning pool, so this is actually part of a vaguely coherent tech plan. Now, we have noticed somewhere in here that I did not budget anything for units. So let's get some revenants. I would do an analysis of the Revenant as a unit, but to be honest, I do not understand the Revenant as a unit.
I do this for hire.
Let's bring Zeratul. This seems like the best answer to the immediate problem. Let's hotkey this and get some probes. This has Smart Rally, right? Right? I just hope it does. So we have lost our defenses immediately because we were slow to react there. I don't think I'm going to keep this opening. It's going to be very flawed. So when we lose, I'm going to be going to a different opening.
You address me.
Yeah, actually, now that we've lost our zealots, in all cloaky defense strategy may in fact be the answer. We have lost power on this gateway. Let's fix that. Unfortunately, it's Starcraft 1, so I'm going to assume that shift queuing my workers does not work. This is not going to drive me insane. It is not. And now our Zerglings are attacking. Fortunately, I randomly built a sunken colony for no reason in the exact correct spot, because I am a winner who wins at video games. Let's build more drones. Having 2 bases to start with is pretty good. Now, ideally, I would push out and take another base, but obviously I am in no position to do anything of the sort. We've got more Hydralisks incoming. This map seems to have a very normal opening that is extremely normal. So, Zeratul, Revenants. Let's just keep getting... Actually, we have enough mineral income. We could potentially go to gate and just get more Revenants. Hello, you are lurkers. Let's kill these. If we can. Pretty big if, I think. I love this, like, base layout with, way too many entrances. You know, my favorite thing in RTS games, that is the least stressful thing you can ever do to me in one of these games, is give me a base with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 entrances. I love defending 5 entrances. It's my favorite thing in gaming. Anyway, what I was trying to accomplish before I got interrupted is I need more production, so I need a gateway. I'm just going to spam Revenants because showcasing units is not a goal anymore. Surviving long enough to do so is a goal. And I'm going to get my weapons upgrade for really no reason other than, you know, it's a thing that I can spend money on, and I'm floating too much money. Looks like my hatchery is going down to the infinite Hydralisk spam. Sick, cool, awesome. We've got... It is the 5-minute and 36-second mark, and I have done nothing but fight. Now, honestly, I have very good vision, and I'm not effectively using that because I'm in too much of a panic mode. So I think that is a big point of, like, skill gap here. Anyway, is Zeratul okay? Zeratul seems to be okay. At this point, my mission isn't even to do the mission. My mission is just to survive for as long as I can. I guess there's a geyser here, so I've lost that geyser now. Let's morph some drones. Let's see if we can retake my ability to make Zergs. Surely this is a better plan than consolidating. Fruit colonies. Oh wait, I lost my spawning pool in there. Where am I under attack now? That is a defiler. Well, this is where having a mixed melee and ranged unit goes really well, actually. We have a dragoon that counters defilers. This is perfect. Finally, the unit Protoss needed. We lost that gateway, that does not matter. Look, I should be memorizing these attacks. I am not doing that. Not because I don't want to, but because I physically can't. Pylon being on P instead of E like it is in Starcraft 2 is ruining my existence at the moment. I should maybe switch that. Nah. Let's just have the Overlord follow my remnants around. The Defiler is clearly still here somewhere and plaguing me. Not that it matters because we've got Infinity Zerg in my base. I'm not really sure what these Dark Archons are for. I do not have a Templar archive. All they do is feedback. And I don't think I've actually seen an energy unit yet aside from the Defiler. So I should have feedbacked the Defiler, but I didn't because I forgot I had Dark Archons. Hello. Thank you for the goop. I should be mad that I got randomly gooped by a queen, but to be completely honest, I am mostly just happy that that was a goop and not a spawn broodlings. Looks like I've accidentally spawned normal dragoons. These do appear normal-ish, so let's say they're normal dragoons. We are not dead despite the best efforts of half the map. I think everyone has attacked me at this point, but we are still standing. We are thriving. We are in our lane. We are rapidly vibrating. Hey! I noticed you have a Defiler. What? What is that effect? On the ground, what the heck is that? Okay, let's bring the Overlord over here. Let's literally just make Overlords, because that's our mobile detection right now, because I never built a Robo-Bay. Robark facility, whatever. I don't have Vespine for anything. What's the feedback hotkey? It's F, that makes sense. Dear God. The slaughter. You know, maybe defending that area is just a lost cause. We've got more Zerg attacking. Let's just pretend this is a defense mission. Maybe I'll be happier that way. Okay, they have detection, so we need to get rid of the detection if we can. Wow, that does not do a lot of damage. Zero Tool is at 13 hit points. That's cool. I love it when my loss condition is at 13 hit points. Okay, so those are burrowed defilers, and they're being marked somehow. Hell yeah, we did it. We landed a feedback. We're good at video games. Oh dear gods. What is the plan here? Okay, so new plan. As a Pro Boss player, it is tradition for me to do this to the enemy base, but right now all of the enemies appear to live in my base, so I think this is justified.
I do this for iron. Upgrade complete. You at rest.
Now, to be honest, I don't really feel like things are getting worse over time. I feel like things have been a fairly continuous degree of posed across the scope of this map. Also, these guys, I don't know what they're doing. Alright, they're sending Scourge. Oh no, my overlords! Hello, that's the Tarrasque. Yeah? Yeah?
It will be done.
Why? Why am I fighting the Tarrasque on this mission? I don't know. I don't know anything. Okay, we are going to build a robotics facility. I'm going to build a shuttle, and I'm going to go for one of those warp gates. Hello.
You address me.
I don't know what purple is cooking. Oh, I've got a shield battery. This just didn't register for me. That's a game changer. I mean, not really, because it's, like, overlapping of Zeratil's ability. It's a game changer, chat. Casual 3 HP gateway, 1 HP probe, 2 HP forge. Can you tell a defiler was in the area? Can you tell there were multiple defilers in my base? Because let me tell you, I can't. I see no evidence of this ever having happened. Yeah, I feel like this 5 minutes, the 5 minutes I've just experienced, not as bad as the first 5 minutes of the map. I'm sure all of this nonsense is here to prove me wrong.
So be it.
You know what? More Revenants. At this point, the all-cloaky composition is the closest thing to a plan I have. I should have pulled that Overseer back. I mean, it's not like it matters. I'm fighting on cannons anyway. But I guess we've officially become Protoss only.
So be it.
Okay, we need to push out. And by push out, I mean it is time to create a shuttle. And oh, we can build Hornets. Light multi-purpose robotic flyer that ignores armor. That could be really good, because it's a unit that I can build.
Else will you address me?
So let's just build more probes. We are running out of minerals. That is to say, time is up. But to get more minerals, I need to expand to here, presumably, which I probably should have done earlier, but that would have expanded the already gigantic area I need to defend even more. Welcome to UEDAI. So, seeing as my base is definitely dying to this giant ball of Zerg at the 15-minute mark, I am going to take my shuttle and my Zeratul and leave. Zeratul is my only loss condition, so as long as I stay here, I will be completely fine. As long as this shuttle doesn't get hit by a Scourge, everything's fine. Now I have a question. Wasn't there a warp gate over here? Is something destroying the warp gates? How do I have a Dark Archon? How is this unit alive? Okay, so there's a massive wave of Zerg hitting the car, who seem to have Zerg buildings. Oh, they're not Sky Demons, they are Psy Demons. I read that wrong earlier. In any case, they appear to be losing badly. But the Zerg are nowhere near being able to truly kill these people. So, what's the plan here? How do I get a shuttle to one of the warp gates? This is not a gate. This is a gate. Put this in a base. This is a gate, and it's further away from the Zerg. And it seems like we might have a clear shot to it. Let's go for that gate. Let's just avoid the Zerg. Now, thankfully, if there's one thing I know for sure about this map, it's that I will suffer no consequences for the fact that since my base is very, very dead, the enemies which are going for my buildings will now go for my buildings that I put here. Why? Because they were going to do that anyway. Go, everyone. Dark Archon, you are officially promoted. You are going to be useful. Let's get some pylons. Bots in chaos. Alright, we've done it. Assuming that this and this are not nearby, we have secured a warp gate.
Your orders, Templar.
Unfortunate. Now, if I had like a Revenant or something, maybe I could actually secure it, but nope, not today. Alright, Tar, I need you to kill that specific Mutalisk. Oh no, my shuttle. Wait, I have a plan. Hello, you're, Mutalisk. Please follow me. Mutalisk? You're being very rude, Mr. Mutalisk. Not aggroing onto my unit that has no attack? That's just rude. Alright. This is a shuttle. Do you like shuttles? Do you like it when the APCs cry? Come on. Come on, come on. Juicy no shields Archon right here. It's a shuttle. This shuttle could have Zeratul in it. You know you want this shuttle. Why do I play these positions? I should be trying to redo the opening. I should not be doing whatever this is. But here I am, playing the video game. That Mutalisk is absolutely hellbent. So, let's try a different approach. Hello? Dark Archon, you're the most expendable of my 4 remaining units. Let's see if we can bait the Tar onto the... Oh wait, the Tar have problems, actually. I don't think we can intervene in that. Just yet. Let's just hide. Alright, here, weird alien guys. Here, follow me. Come on. Come on. Here, Tar. Here, Mrs. Psy Demon. Here. I want you to kill this Mutalisk for me. Okay, so, fun fact. The guy with the giant swords does not attack air. What is the AI cooking? Okay, Mutalisk, come. Mutalisk, follow me. No. Bad. Mutalisk, please. I'm going to kill this Mutalisk. I'm not going to kill this Mutalisk at this rate. Let's drop Zeratul somewhere else.
So be it.
Come on, here, Muta. Why won't it follow me? Is it smart? Drop. 2 units remaining, and we are still playing the video game for some reason. These seem... 30 HP is really not a lot of HP.
It will be done.
Okay, I have a question, actually.
I do this for ire. And Taro
What happens if I do this?
I do this
Now,
for ire.
if I was counting correctly, there are now one... Why is there a temple? Okay, so there's still 3 gates. What happens if I destroy the other gate?
So be it. I do this for ire.
Is that a lost condition?
So be it. It will be done. Entaro Adum. It will be done. So be it. I do this for ire.
On that subject, we never actually learned if we could power the Zerg buildings. Or sorry, our Protoss buildings.
It will be done. Entaro Adum. So be it.
Well, we're never going to learn that.
So be it.
Okay, look, I'm going to do something even more controversial than what I've already done here, and that's not how you spell that. I just want to look at what the hell is going on here. Okay, so we've got this giant orange base that I'm not supposed to attack. We've got the random defiler mound over here. We've got, which also notably a base. We could potentially push out to here if we ever had any space ever. And we've got, let's just see what all units these guys have. We've got the Tar Xenowart, which is a detector. We've got normal Zerg Scourges. We've got the Tar Psi Dominators, Atrils. Oh, I see. So they've Psi dominated this Zerg brood, but they also have their own exclusive Tar units. I see what you're laying down here. We've got more psychic units. What is the Zerg if not a weapon? And we've got Tar Atrils. So I guess we've seen every Tar unit. Or at least we've seen every Tar unit. Why do I say things? I have not seen this unit before. What is this? This is a Tar Gorum. It has a Psychic Mind Lance. It has shield. It's a detector. It is, for some reason, small. And it does 40 damage at 7 range. This seems like a very good unit. And Zeratul died somewhere in there. So, like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really feel like I can do better if I do that again. Okay everyone, hi, hello. It is a time of the day that is not 3 in the morning now. I have slept on this map. I saw it in my dreams. The version of it I saw in my dreams was a lot more winnable because it looked completely different from this one. So anyway, I have some thoughts on strategy before we go into this next attempt. My first thought is that what we've observed from the, like, 25 minutes into the map we've survived, with very big scare quotes there, is that none of these factions seem to be, like, an existential threat to each other. While there is enemy infighting, the Tar have proven unable to kill the Zerg, and I can be thankful for that, because the Tar have clearly been able to take control of a Zerg brood. That means, theoretically, they could take control of other Zerg broods, right? So, if the Tar managed to kill or seriously damage one of the other Zerg broods, they could potentially take control of it. Fortunately, we don't have to worry about that, because this seems like one of those maps where I have to do surgical strikes into an enemy that's capable of overwhelming force. Which is not my specialty. I'm much better at slugging it out and actually killing enemies. And it's especially not my specialty when I'm in the least defensible position. I like to try to simplify situations when I play RTS games, and honestly, I have no idea how to simplify this map. I have no idea how to turn the defensive perimeter I've been given into a more simple defensive perimeter. But what is clear to me is that the first 5 minutes of this are absolutely brutal. I don't think I have time to tech up. I don't think I have time to go into Zerg units. I don't think I have space to get any higher Protoss tech. I need to come up with a good defensive plan using only the low-tier units that I have access to at the start. That means I need to come up with a defense using Zealots, Dragoons, Revenants, and Photon Cannons, and Zeratul. Now, the last attempt, I went with Revenants, which felt good to me because Revenants are the one unit on that list that is fundamentally not fair. That is to say, it's a cloaked unit, and cloaked units can engage enemies and not fight them on even terms. But the Revenants also seem to be extremely squishy in the face of actual detection, and the enemy is Zerg, so they can just bring an Overlord anywhere, so for the sake of trying something different and seeing how it goes, I'm going to do this next attempt building Zealots, and I'm going to build Dragoons, and I don't see any particular reason why that should work, but I haven't tried it yet, and I may as well. So let's fire this up. Now let's get our guys mining. It's a shame I can't have auto mining at the start. That would be very nice. To actually use this Vespene Geyser. Where is my gateway? It's over here. Let's just get some Zealots. Let's bring the Revenants over here because we know there's an airwave that strikes this area. And let's make sure we have Zeratul in front to deal with the Hydralisk attack. And maybe these actually start over here. And one gate production. Oh, right. I forgot we don't have Auto Smart Rally either. Let's turn that. Let's get a second gateway, because we are going to need more production at some point anyway, and this gateway is very exposed. And I'm going to hotkey these Dark Archons, and potentially live in a timeline where I am capable of not forgetting these. And now I have no money, and I feel like everything's where I want it to be, so I can take a deep breath. Bring these over here. Legitimately, I think I can just rally my hat onto the minerals as well. Zeratul effortlessly kills the Hydras. Now, I'm thinking at around the 5 or 6 minute mark, I want to go down and take this expansion, because it's literally any expansion, and it seems like it's designed to be my natural expansion, and then maybe I will have the eco for later gameplays. Unfortunately, these are my only mobile anti-air, so all they can really do is chase around these realisks. But hey, because they're not a fair unit, they can engage and take no damage in return, so that's pure upside. Now, I feel like the first 2 minutes have gone very well. I also feel like it's very indicative of how I engage with this game that I've just opened up my save menu for the first time and the top save is labeled Help. Let's replace that save. And there is an Ultralisk down here that is very encouraging. I'm just going to go ahead and move Zeratul over to this flank, since I think that area is going to get hit next. And let's get a Dragoon. That is a hotkey for Dragoon and not Revenant, right? Yeah. They do look kind of identical in terms of their icon, because they have an identical wireframe and model. The Revenant's just a different color. And yes, okay, we've got Broodlings and we've got Ultralisks. Dragoon, get in there. Okay, now I believe the Vilers come from this angle as well, so let's have the Dark Archons ready to deal with that. Is anyone in need of the shield battery? I'm going to send this Zealot over and shield battery. Let's just make Dragoon. And I'm also going to make a ground weapon upgrade, which might seem wrong since I don't have enough stuff, but it's actually a really important breakpoint. Because assuming this is the same as normal at Starcraft 1, then that is the breakpoint where Zealots kill Zerglings in 2 hits instead of 3. And if we can see a Zergling, I mean, it'll stop being true if the enemy has 1-1, which they probably do, but future me problem. And now the enemy is incoming here. I do not have my defenses here, so we're going to take severe damage. But the Revenants are here at least. Oh no, we're losing the Revenants. The Dragoons and Zealots can just be group 1 at this point with Zeratul.
So be it.
but I do feel like that was the first thing that really went wrong at this run. This is the second thing that's really went wrong. I'm really starting to get overwhelmed here. And I do have an overlord, so I'm just going to park it over here, since there seem to be massing lurkers to attack from this direction. Let's just crank out more dragoons. And, oh, we are out of position. We're going to be losing these dragoons here. They can't escape because they're ensnared. But that is fine. That is completely dandy. We're losing our Hackberry to the classically normal insane Zergling DPS. Hello, where is my overlord? I moved it out of where it needed to be. Just leave. I missed the first 2 minutes already. Let's just bring it down as many of these lurkers as we can. And now we've got this attack, which notably it did not happen last time. So, good old, fair and balanced. And these guys are a really good matchup against Dragoons, unfortunately, because they're tiny, and Dragoons take lots of damage from the explosive rounds.
I do this for ire.
Okay, let's shield battery at these Dragoons. Okay, I don't think I actually built enough probes. Or drones. Send them the drones too. And this is when I said my expansion window was going to be, but I've done so badly in the last 3 minutes that I don't think I can expand right now.
I do this for ire.
And now we're getting swarmed. I feel like this whole Dragoon plan is not as good as the Revenant plan was. The Dragoons are just getting absolutely shredded by Zerglings, which are their direct counter. And I never had space to make Zerglings, because I've been in a Vespine surplus this whole time, and I always think of Zealots being the mineral build. Did I say I was making Zerglings? I'm definitely not making Zerglings. So yeah, we are dead in this position, because I have absolutely nothing for these Mutalisks. Let's go back and see if we can do that last 4 minutes in a way that is, what's the word? Not a disaster? English has a word for that, right? Now, where was Zeratul at this point in time? I don't remember where he was. He's here. Okay, let's build Dragoons, let's get ground. Let's not get ground weapons, one. And I moved my army out of position, so we're off to a great start. Looks like we're losing some buildings, but only the photon cannon really mattered. We melt this group. Now we rotate over to here, because the next attack will come from down here, I assume. I wish I were better at memorizing attack timings under extreme pressure. I think that would be a good skill to have in this specific situation. Okay, the fact that hotkeys in this game are not the Starcraft 2 hotkeys is doing more damage to my ability to play effectively than it really should be. I don't think I have Starcraft 1 brain. My gas surplus is another thing pointing me in the Revenant direction, honestly. So we clean that up before any of it can get into the squishy underparts of my base. Now, I don't see anything incoming at the moment. I think that was reasonably clean, so let's look at our save game BD. That is now my canon timeline. Oh, this gateway is not working because it's not powered. Okay, our rotation is going very well so far. And now we've got more Zerglings massed in this general area. Is that the indicator of an attack? I wish I knew. Let's battery up this Dragoon. And now we are getting attacked simultaneously by Orange and Batar. That also, I don't believe, did not happen last time. Let's deal with these groups one at a time. Let's distract the tar so that they don't get into my mineral line with this one dragoon. It's a little hard to plan a perfect opening when, you know, the opening is just straight up different each time. Let's just get our production. Now, I said we were going to expand at around the 5-minute mark, so let's actually expand at around the 5-minute mark, regardless of the consequences.
Your orders, Templar. So be it. You address me.
You have not enough minerals.
I do this for iron.
And if this goes badly, then we're going to do the Revenants from 2 minutes build. Maybe? Okay, so we clean up that wave easily, but we take an ensnare shot. That is fine. Now it looks like we've got an incoming group featuring Beetalisks. Interesting, I have not seen the Defilers yet. I think we haven't lived long enough for the Defiler wave, perhaps. Zerglings are on the Dragoons, that is extremely bad. The Revenants are doing a lot of damage. And Zeratul is getting overwhelmed. But we do successfully clean up this wave, and our Nexus is almost done. Let's probe so we can potentially get a photon cannon here. Let's just go Revenants at this point. We've got so much gas. I should be using this gas mine. I think that would be smart. Unfortunately, that's why I'm not doing it.
It will be done.
So we've got broodlings over here. Where are broodlings coming from? Can the Zerg just train broodlings? I don't know the broodling mechanics, but broodlings are real and they're going to kill my gateway. Alright, Revenants, show me your area of effect abilities. I feel like this is probably a better anti-Zergling unit than the Dragoon is, even though conceptually it shouldn't be. There we are, there's the Defilers. Okay, show me a Defiler. Here, Defiler! Here, baby. Where's my Defiler at? Alright, our Nexus is done, so let's just send in the probes. And we've got Tar Side Demons in my base for reasons. I'm out of Vespine, so we definitely need to actually use this Vespine Geyser. Our expansion is under attack. Let's go ahead and cannon. And cannon. Are we going to lose the Nexus? I love defending infinite angles.
Your orders.
Okay, we cleaned that up.
You require more Vespine gas.
Alright, keep everyone around Zeratul. We do want Zeratul's healing if we can get it. Zeratul's healing aura does appear to have a very short range, which is a problem. Let's just keep getting Revenants. We've got our gas online here. Let's just get probes. Let's send more probes. We need probes. We need to probe the car.
I do this for iron. So be it.
Okay, now that we've done this, I think we're getting to the point where we need to think about how we're going to make a play for one of the objectives, because we want to not be on this map for very long, win or lose. So I'm going to drop a save here, since I feel like this position's okay. We are getting attacked from this angle. That is a Defiler plaguing my buildings. Where did the Defiler go? I'm going to bring an Overlord over here and see if I can find the Defiler. And I'm going to build more Overlords for more detection coverage. And next time I have 200 gas, I need to go for my robotics facility. You are Defilers. Oh, the Defiler has an attack now. Interesting. Speaker Spores. That's a pretty powerful attack. And we've got some Zerg on the low ground. We've also got another Defiler. Let's feed back that. That is a satisfying ability to use on any day. Let's pivot into Zealots since we need gas, and since... yeah, so we need our robotics facility, both for potential observers and reavers, but more importantly than anything else, so we can have shuttles. Let's clean up these Zerglings. Unfortunately, the Zerglings run in, killed my hatchery before I can react. That is very bad. And there's Hydralisks attacking my expansion while this is happening. Stable position I'm in. I love everything that's happening. Okay, let's cannon this. Let's cannon. Let's canonically defend this base. How is my robo coming along? It is almost done. That means we can get shuttles. So with the shuttle, I'm going to make a play for one of the gates. Let's get a Revenant. Let's get a Revenant. Let's just stack up around, I don't know, here maybe? I don't know where to defend because there's no way to simplify these defenses. Random car units over here. So what gate are we going for? We've got a warp gate here. We've got a warp gate here. We've got a warp gate all the way down here. This is definitely a base, so I do not want to go there. This seems like it's so well defended. This seems like it's well defended. I think the gates were less well defended last time around, and I think that's most likely because we did not soak a lot of the attacks. The tar cleared out some of the Zerg around the gates. That would make sense, right? Speaking of the tar, it's one of those scary artillery guys. I think this is probably the tar unit that freaks me out the most, because it is a guy that just can shoot from long range. It is the least fair unit that the tar have shown me. Speaking of fair, this is a Tarask. It is the ultimate fair unit, unfortunately for me. So let's start cannoning more space.
I do this for ire.
Let's stack up in our Revenant group. We are losing our expansion to these hunter killers and their incredibly fast health regeneration. So I need to make a play of some kind. Unfortunately, my shuttles have somehow vanished. I have no idea what could have done this, and I'm pretty sure it has nothing to do with the Scourge that are in my base. And let's... one with the Kala. Kala units restore shields to nearby Kala units after attacking. Slower Nerezium shield regen and combat robotics movement. Okay, that seems bad for me because I'm so Revenant heavy. I need an upgrade that actually functions with the Revenant. Singularity Charge increases Revenant attack speed. I wish I knew how much by, but I do know that that's good. I also know that you may have heard that, but I need to attend to cat things. Okay, we've got a shuttle. I think, given the level of defenses the Zerg have shown us, we're going to want multiple shuttles worth of drop groups to secure a gate. So let's just clean up this Zerg attack wave. And I remember around the 20-minute mark, the Zerg's wave started getting very, very bad. So, actually, you know, I wonder how hard it would be to just punch directly to a gate. That seems really bad, actually. I mean, I guess a really smart long-term play would be to go for either this base or this base and expand further, but I already feel like I can barely defend the territory that I have, and I think that's probably a weakness in my style. that's making me unsuited for specifically this campaign, because I'm so bad at, like, spreading across large groups of territory. I think it might be a Warcraft 3 thing, because in Warcraft 3, holding large amounts of territory tends to be some combination of unnecessary and actively disadvantageous. I don't have the Starcraft 1 mindset, where expanding across the entire map is beneficial to me.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
So this Tar group did not bring detection for the Revenants. The Tar don't have, like, an observer type thing or anything, do they? You know they have overlords over here, but they certainly aren't sending them with their attack waves. So that seems like it might be a meaningful weakness that the Tar have. Okay, so we need to organize a strike force and go for one of those gates. Especially since our main is running out. I need to make a play of any kind. So let's bring a probe, and let's pack it in a shuttle with Revenants. And can we fit Zeratul? No, Zeratul's too fat. Okay, it's time for my favorite thing, doing drop plays in a Blizzard RTS. If there's one thing we can all agree on as Blizzard RTS YouTubers, it's that we love dropping. And let's go. Unfortunately, we are flying through heavy anti-air, so we are probably going to lose a shuttle during this mess. Okay, Zeratul needs to be on the ground. Please drop your guys. Please. Okay, so problem. Our probe is not alive. We just have a bunch of units stranded in this area now. And if we try to send the shuttle back, it gets shot down. So that was the worst that could possibly have gone. Let's try that again. Let's just go to the save and let's try that again. Okay, we've got this. And let's shove a bunch of guys in these shuttles. One more can fit in here, and we can fit 3 more guys in here. And now, I think a different flight path would probably be good for us. I really wish I knew, like, what the radius I needed to secure around the target was. I feel like I have no information about that. Oh my god, dropping in this game is excruciating. Holy heck.
I do this for hire.
That was even worse than the last one. Let's try that again. And see if maybe this time I remember how to operate a shuttle. Why do Dragoons take up so much more space than Revenants? They're the same chassis.
Your orders, Templar.
But no, a Dragoon just takes up 4 spaces. Was it really... The original Starcraft 1 designers, did they really think, you know what is really broken? Shuttle Dragoons. The Shuttle Dragoon is the most broken unit, and we need to nerf it. Let's overwrite this save. The next random name on the list. And let's try this angle. Hello, you're a Hydralisk. Hello, you're a Hunter-Killer. Hello, you're more Hydralisks and Hunter-Killers. This was so much easier last time. but we've successfully landed the probe, and it didn't disintegrate instantly on landing. So this is the best we've ever done. Revenants, I mean... What killed my probe? Did you see that? Comments tell me, what killed my probe? Okay, let's try this again. Let's fly through here and hope... Okay, so the Defiler did not remember I existed. We've got heavy anti-air here. Drop it, drop it, drop it. Please drop. Okay, that is the single best drop of my entire StarCraft 1 career. In fact, I'm going to save now. And I would like to learn if I can actually take that observatory. So let's try to take that observatory. Now let's come down here and see if we can kill that spine crawler. It's a sunken colony. Why am I calling it a spine crawler? Do I have brain poisoning this bad? I'm sick. I'm like a baby millennial zoomer. Who doesn't understand the good old days. My brain. Kill the Defiler. And oh no, there go all of our overlords. Go, my revenants. Okay, so let's take the cannon.
Your warriors have engaged the
Will
enemy.
be done. So be it.
So question, am I going to get literally any indication if I actually secure one of these points?
You address me.
Because there are... Okay, so I have not been able to take this observatory, it looks like. I've got a pylon here, but that observatory is still not mine. But it seems like I cannot take any of the scattered Protoss buildings. They just exist to be set dressing or something. Okay, so if I remember correctly, we needed no enemies in the area and 2 buildings. I have done this, at least it seems like I've done this, meaning I have done one of the 2 objectives. I think.
It will be done. Your orders, Templar.
So my next question is, can we also do the second objective? There is another objective right down here. So what if we just went for it? By which I mean, let's save. I think this is an appropriate save name for how I'm feeling right now. Alright, everyone, get in the shuttles. I know this is a Blizzard RTS, and transports are actually just like cancer from hell, but this is what we need to do. We need to experience the hell cancer. It's our only path to victory. And my probe just walked into hell. And my Zeroid pool is getting swarmed. Okay, so I'm gonna take a shot in the dark here and say that this is not a large enough army to take this area. I think if we try to take this area with this army, we are dying of hell cancer.
So be it. It will be done. I do this for honor. Yes, you address me. It will be done.
Okay, so let's roll that one back. I'm doing more save loading than I would ever normally do, but look at what's happening to me. I feel like I'm justified today. So, new plan. We need to bring all of our army from up here down there. Yes, even these. These are army units now. It's time for... shit. Okay, we need... So this is what we call Hail Mary, I believe. I think there's a movie about this recently. I think this is exactly what that film was about.
Yes. Very well. For iron.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
So be it.
Yeah, we're doing it. We're doing the Hail Mary from the hit film Project Hail Mary. It's going very badly. But this part of the attack is actually going surprisingly good. It's just that none of the people in shuttles survived. Because I was looking at something. I don't know what I was looking at, because I don't think I was looking at the fight. But I also don't think I was looking at me winning. All I know for sure is that I have no clue where Zeratul is. Zeratul is back here, okay? Okay, so despite all odds, we've cleared this general vicinity. Unfortunately, I seem to be out of workers. Let's see if we can get a probe down here. Okay, so I'm going to take a shot in the dark and say that my probe probably went through that and died instantly.
We are under attack.
Wait, we have a probe. That is a probe. Give me 2 buildings. Come on.
We are under attack.
I'm waiting.
Kill the Nidus Canal in case anything... With Warp Gate secured, our warriors can breathe a sign of relief. What do you mean I beat it? Oh my god. What? Hold on, I didn't have a plan for this outcome. Okay, so I'll say, I think the Tar are really cool. It's nice to see something truly, like, new in Starcraft, and it was fun looking at all of their units and trying to figure out what on earth they did. Gameplay-wise, I don't know. I think everything I had to say about the gameplay of this map has gone completely blank. Let's look at the stats. 74 APM. Yeah, that seems about right. Weirdly, I feel like I did land on all of the right strategic decisions. I mean, I guess I have to have, because we did that. It's unfortunate that I didn't really get to explore any of the Protoss tech tree or the Zerg tech tree, because I feel like there were significant changes being made there. But for a map like this, I feel like you can't really sit there and explore and learn what your things do. You need to have a very clear plan, and I think I had a very clear plan. I am curious about the whole Warp Gates thing. I feel like maybe there could be consequences if we take certain Warp Gates over others later in the campaign. That seems like something that UEDAI would do. So I am curious how this is going to fit into the larger project and what the actual plot and lore surrounding it are. And Revenant good. I think the Revenant seems like a very good unit. It is really cool. I like the design of it. It's not what I would consider a fair unit, and I am very happy about that. And also, Zeratul having a healing ability is very nice. Overall, I like it. I can see the, like, appeal of UEDAI, even though I'm not really a StarCraft 1 person, so I think I feel justified in not taking StarCraft 1 off the list in this specific moment. That'll be all for now. Signing off.